Hey y'all, what's going on? Welcome back to another edition of Old School versus New School. What's going on, Alex?
What up? What up, good people? What's up, E?
What's going on?
You got my money?
Do you got my money? Should be the question.
Get my money for all hell break loose. Cause I
Oh
don't play.
wow.
Hey, chat. TheeEnicole owed me $1.50, and she sent me
Why
the
you
dollar,
lying
so
to
she
these
still owe me.
people?
She still owe me 50 cents.
He be just coming up with how do y'all be lying so quick like that? Like it's really going around. The lies.
No matter how much money you got, $1.50 is still $1.50. You know what I
Hey
mean?
y'all coming in the building. We got Max Boogie in here. We got King Miller in here. We got Aunt Nisi in here. Hey y'all.
Hey, King Miller, on Nisi, Max Boogie. Get
Max Boogie
down,
from your
boogie,
side of
oogie.
town.
Is that a fact?
Yeah,
Virginia or New
New
York?
York,
Which
New
one
York,
is it?
New York.
New York. Uh-oh. Brooklyn in the house.
Well, I ain't
You know
say
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, but I ain't gonna go that deep.
You know Brooklyn's the best borough. Everybody know Brooklyn's the best borough, the best city on the planet. You know what I mean? Everybody.
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it there because I don't know. Oh yeah, I forgot King Miller from New York too.
Oh, see, there you go. Got some good people up in this joint.
I
You
forgot
know?
all about that King Miller.
See there?
But
See there?
okay, so first before we get into things, because we got a couple things we're gonna talk about tonight. But how y'all feel about this eclipse thing? Everybody going crazy?
Yeah, well, it's over now. I didn't look at it. I didn't have any
Me
glasses, but I
either.
saw it got it got a little dim outside for a minute, and then sun came back bright again. My daughter said she saw it. She got some glasses from school, and she looked up. She said she saw it twice. So I'm glad she at least had that experience. But
Me and my daughter saw the eclipse too. We was asleep.
I
We saw
I
the
actually
full
saw.
eclipse.
You saw the full eclipse.
Yeah, because our
Yeah,
eyes was closed.
I saw a full eclipse the other night. I tell you the truth.
Oh
Some woman had
wow.
a black
See,
ass in my face.
you be doing the most, bro.
This woman had a black ass in my face. Totally just black, the whole room, everything. I couldn't see nothing but her black ass.
Oh my God. King Miller said he's glad it's over now. Why? King Miller, tell us why.
Yeah, all the hype and all that, people acting crazy over it,
I didn't really see what the other people was doing, but I do remember like when I was in elementary, it was a big thing and we had like our glasses and stuff like that because we were kids at the time. I don't know how crazy people went, but I'm assuming that they did because a lot of people saying they glad it's over. But I was just like,
Well, people are traveling to different states where they got a better view of it and acting like tourists and traveling just to see it. It was a pretty big deal for a lot of people, Not to me so much, but to a lot of people it was.
Right.
Because it happens so rarely, it doesn't happen often. So, But
right.
regardless of what happened, these migrants ain't being blacked out. I'll tell you that. So we're gonna get on talk about these damn migrants. Man.
We're gonna get to that. I do want to play this video though, because I think that it ties into what you're gonna say, but I want to see if you think it ties into it after we show it. So let me play the video real quick.
How do you make a permanent slave labor class? Allow someone else to pick your leaders. Instead of buying land and property, have these leaders promote materialistic items. Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Jordan, and of course, gold chains. You get a race of people that don't own land, they become permanent renters. Permanent renters always have to work. Keep their leaders always bragging about having stuff, and the community will worship and idolize material items to the point they begin to kill each other over it, creating a whole lot of criminals and a whole lot of inmates and a whole lot of free labor. Love Spring.
Yep.
So I feel like it ties into what you want to talk about, because I feel like while they doing what they doing to us, hey Don Play, I feel like while they doing what they doing to us, meanwhile they're making laws, they're making exceptions, they're making assistance for all these other people except us.
Mm-hmm. And we all know that, or should know, that the prison industrial complex is the new slavery, right? So when they deny you resources, when they deny you access to capital, things like that, access to housing, they leave you no other recourse but to resort to crime to survive. That's how they fill the prisons up, because you got to survive. They know you got to survive. So they just sit back and they wait for you to commit crimes for your survival. And then they build prisons. They have people who invest money in prisons, because in prisons you have different contracts for the telephones, for the pay telephones, for the food, for the clothing. There's all kind of different contracts, the silverware. Okay. So all these people have to make money. So that's all it's really about. And you got this slave labor. These guys working for $1 a day, $1.75 a day to do all these different kinds of work and produce different kinds of products. All it is the modern day slavery, which kind of goes into the migrant situation somewhat, because they're over here committing crimes, a lot of them. I don't want to demonize all the migrants, but a lot of them are over here committing crimes, and they're in survival mode because they're over here with nothing. So there's no other alternative or recourse. When survival kicks in, you got to do what you got to do to survive. So I'm not sure how familiar you are, E, with this migrant crisis. I'm sure you heard a lot about this migrant crisis thing going on, but I want to open up and say this about that. As long as I've been alive, and I'm in my mid-50s at this point, there's been a homeless problem, a bad one in New York. As long as I've been alive. And it's been homeless people, hungry people, all across the country. I feel like it's been going on
for a very, very long time, right?
Long time. As long as I've been alive. Okay. So I make that point to say this. All of a sudden, they have all this money for migrants to feed them, trying to house them, get them out of the tents that they're living in. Cities like New York, Chicago is being bombarded, and the citizens are angry, particularly the black citizens, because we could never get any help from our cities and our states, okay, without them going up our ass with a microscope, pulling away benefits, saying we're scamming, all kind of stuff. But now all of a sudden, all these resources are open to the migrants. And why are they even coming here to begin with? I mean, what's going on so bad in your country where you got to risk your life, children's lives, women's lives, to get over here in this country to live on the street? I don't understand they never talk about what's going on so bad in Mexico and these other countries where these people want to come over here and risk life and limb. But let me go back to the homeless situation. In New York, Mayor Eric Adams, right, has developed a debit card program for migrants, right? And to the tune of $50-something million, $50+ million program. Now, by law, he says by law, they have to give the migrants 3 meals. they have to give the migrants 3 meals a day by law. That's what he said. Okay.
What?
So, yeah, right. But some of the migrants were getting food because they were getting food that New York was just giving them. They didn't have a choice in what was being given to them. So come to find out, according to Mayor Adams in New York, is that they were giving foods. Hey, they were giving foods that the migrants were allergic to, didn't fit specific diets, food they didn't like, so forth and so on. Okay. So the debit card program is basically just a food card to give them 3 meals a day, but foods that they choose to eat. Okay, so they have a choice of whatever foods they're going to eat on these debit cards.
Damn, so they can take their little food card to the restaurant, and the people over here can only take their EBT card to the grocery store.
Listen, where was this food card? Where was this brainstorm? For all the homeless people that have been on the trains in New York for years. I rode those trains for years back and forth to work. Always people on the train begging. Always people sleep in the subways. Always people sleep on the streets in Manhattan and Brooklyn and other places. Where was all this brainstorming to get them debit cards to eat? That's what I don't understand about this whole.
Even the veterans too, like.
The veterans that were in Vietnam and different wars. The veterans are on the trains with no limbs. They got little specialized skateboards that they ride through the cars with, collecting change. Because the country don't look after its veterans, especially its black veterans. You go over and fight a war and come back with no arms and legs, and you live on the street and got to beg for food, and you risk your life in a war that you didn't even start. This is why people are angry. This is why people are rebelling in Chicago and in New York.
Let alone you fighting for a country that don't fight for you.
They don't fight for you. They don't fight for you. They don't like you. Nothing. Okay? But they set you up in these traps, okay, where you have to survive because they don't want to help you, and you end up in prison, and the investors in prison make money. You don't build new housing or new prisons, and you don't expect full occupancy. If you build a brand new...
Nisi wants all the vets to know, you guys can hit up Aunt Nisi at Entertainment Tea Uncut on IG. If you're a veteran, she does have resources that she can help you with. Entertainment Tea Uncut is more than entertainment. Okay.
Mm-hmm. If you build a brand new prison, a big empty prison complex, right? You don't spend all that money to build that if you don't expect full occupancy. The question is, how do you get it occupied? You deprive certain areas of resources. You force them to commit crimes. You put drugs and guns in those areas. You force them to commit crimes so you can fill the prisons up. And the migrants are coming over here. For one, many of them going to end up being prisoners. That's free prison labor. Okay. And the other thing is, they're going to take a lot of the jobs that other people rightfully deserve. They're going to take those jobs, forcing other people who are already citizens to commit crimes and forced to survive and go through these different methods of survival.
I was just about to say that because meanwhile, they're already taking the jobs from us over here. I'm going to tell you the thing that shocked me the most. Hey, Six Dub. One of the things that shocked me the most during the whole conversation about this is the fact that they were urging us. Well, not us, because I don't remember what state she was in. I want to say she was in New York, though. She was urging them to let the migrants come live with y'all. Like, what?
Yeah, right.
Hey, Low Keys.
Right. That ain't happening.
Yeah, he never said go outside and collect the homeless, go outside and collect the veterans, go outside and help these kids that are in abusive households. But y'all want people to invite migrants in that they don't even speak the same language. You don't know where they came from, why they came here. Because back in the day, when you traveled, most of the time you was leaving because you committed a crime you needed to get away from.
Right. Right. That part. So I don't, it's difficult. It's not difficult, I should say, to understand what they're doing. Greg Abbott, who's the governor of Texas, okay, he's deported, all these extra officers, military, all Homeland Security to try to keep this fence up, to try to keep these people out. And what they're doing is the migrants, they're bringing tools now to cut doggy doors. They call them doggy doors into the fencing and crawling through the doggy doors. Because it's so many miles and miles and miles of land to cover that, authorities can't be every place. So they cut doggy doors and climb through. Now, Governor Greg Abbott of Texas and the mayor, Eric Adams in New York, are going back and forth feuding because, Eric Adams is saying that Greg Abbott is intentionally sending migrants to New York. And Greg Abbott is saying, no, that's Joe Biden. So everybody's passing the buck around. But I think they all passing the buck around because there's another agenda here that nobody's speaking about. And we're speaking about free labor and cheap labor for honest jobs. You get a migrant over here, you can pay them $10 an hour to do a job that's worth $22 an hour, $23 an hour. Yeah. But because they're desperate, you can give them $10 an hour, and they'll do it. They're trying to eat. There's always a bigger picture than what's on the news and in the media and so forth. If you live long enough, if you've seen enough of this crap, you already know what's going on. You've seen it before. Anybody that's in their 50s, 60s, 70s, we've seen this crap before. Nisi says, there is a ring of thieves going around the states targeting nice neighborhoods. Exactly. It's going to be more and more of that. It's going to be survival of the fittest. And a lot of people, unfortunately, are going to start dying. You can't even knock on nobody's door today, E. You knock on somebody's door, they shooting first. They shooting through the door. Why are you at my house? It could be totally innocent while you at their house. You could have took a wrong turn. You could be asking a question. Hell, you could know somebody in the house. I'm here visiting.
Hey, Mac. What's up, bro?
You knock on the wrong door, it'll cost you your life.
Yeah.
Everybody's angry. Everybody's afraid. Everybody's frustrated. And no one's getting any answers.
On top of that. Both senses of the word ignorant. You got your ignorant in the sense that people don't want to do their research to find out what's going on. And then you got your ignorant. The people just out here acting crazy.
Yeah. Ignorant in its truest definition means not knowing, uninformed.
That's what I said first.
But ignorant is just plain stupid. Dumb as a motherfucker. That's ignorant. Okay. So this is what we're dealing with this migrant situation. And it's going to get ugly real fast. It's already getting ugly. It's on the news every day. Look what happened in Baltimore with the ship that just knocked down the bridge. Right?
I want to ask y'all something about that because I've been hearing some things. Before I ask the question though, it's a lot of great content creators in here. As y'all already know, y'all see me sitting next to Alex, Magnetic Repellent. His links are in the description always. We got Shank Rock in here. We got Mac in here. We got Queen's Cave in here. We got King Miller in here. We got Max Boogie in here. We got Six Dub in here. Make sure you guys are subscribing to each other and supporting, because you see, they keep on bringing people in here that don't care about us. We got to care about each other. Now, my question is, I've been hearing some people blaming the what is this new word that they calling black people now? It's an abbreviation that they calling black people in leadership now.
DEI.
Yeah. Wait, what you say?
DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Yeah, that. So they've been saying basically that this was somehow done on purpose. That's crazy to me. What do y'all think about these things that they're saying?
You know, Baltimore has a very young black mayor, Brandon Scott. I think Brandon Scott, I guess he's only in his 30s. Very young man, right? And this thing happened with his ship knocked down this bridge in Baltimore. And all these racist Republicans now are talking about that's what happens when your city is a product of DEI. As if to say, this young man didn't deserve the position. He shouldn't be in a position of power. He's inadequate. He's not experienced. He don't have any skill set to do the job.
Saying the black man basically
right,
like he's only here because of affirmative action, but y'all did away with that. So now they're saying that that's the what they call it,
new affirmative
correct
action
way to be racist now.
Right, because DEI is just the new affirmative action. Okay,
exactly.
So they're saying he only has the job because of DEI. But he responded and said, we know these racist people are going to always do this. They scared to say the word nigger in public because we know what they're saying behind the scenes. This is what Brandon Scott, the mayor, said of Baltimore. He said they scared to say the word nigger. They're afraid that the country is changing. And they're running scared.
I like him because he's not afraid to say what he want to say. He said exactly that. Like, y'all can put that on the side of my name if y'all want to, but I'm here and I'm not going nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Now, the thing that kills me about diversity, equity, and inclusion is that every time white folk in power want to pretend as though they have a conscience, they create stuff like affirmative action. They create stuff like DEI, but they don't stay true to their word. They don't like it. That's for the general public to say, oh, they trying. Our government's really trying. We know we wrong, black people, so we're trying. No, that's smoke and mirrors. It's a dog and pony show. Okay? Because
I feel like they basically try to do it to like keep people quiet in that bay, which I feel like has been working, because what are we doing as black people to stop all this bullshit going on? Nothing really. But I also think that they do it to basically like put a name tag on you. You know, like back in the day, like if you was an adulterer, they'll put the A on you. I feel like when they come up with these little dumbass things, like the what did you say it is? EOC, DEI, affirmative action. They know when you came into the workplace or you got into school that's what got you there. So basically, they still treat you a certain way because they know that's the only reason why they allowed you to come in there. So what's the point?
The point is that they're trying to show the general ignorant masses of people, because they control media. And I told you many times on this show, the media's creed is the masses are asses. They believe everything they hear and see on the news, not knowing they're instructed to report certain things.
Wait a minute. Did you say the masses are asses?
That's it.
What's up, mouthpiece? I'm sorry, go ahead. I just never heard that one before.
That's the media's creed because their job is to tell us how to think, to tell us how to feel through media. And they know most people, their Bible is CNN, MSNBC. They believe everything they see and hear on the news. So knowing that the masses are asses, they put stuff out there the way they want us to think. So here they go. Oh, diversity, equity, and inclusion on affirmative action. See, we're trying to heal our wounds with Black people. We're trying to do right by Black people on the surface, so people can see and look at that and go, yeah, they trying. Behind the scenes, we still niggas to them. They not doing nothing behind the scenes to help. They taking away programs over here and taking away money over there and canceling jobs over here. But on the surface, well, there is affirmative action. So if they don't have jobs, they're not really trying. We have diversity, equity, and inclusion. So if they're not included, they're not really trying. This is all part of institutionalized racism. Throw something up there in your game. It's all part of a game.
Part of the game that I've always talked about on this channel that our people don't know how to play. And speaking of, make sure y'all tune in on Wednesdays for the Black Dollar Coalition, because we about to give y'all tips and tricks and knacks to better the situation so that y'all can know the rules of the games. And I'm going to be learning right along with y'all. So it ain't just me just saying, this is what y'all need to do. Listen to me, listen to this, listen to that. No, we're together learning things to get us in the game that they've been playing and keeping us out of strategically. And it just shouldn't be happening no more. Hey, Miss Dion.
This is why I don't give a shit about the Republican Party. I don't give a shit about the Democratic Party. I don't give a shit about none of them parties. Okay? What I care about is Black people being financially free and liberated. The only thing that's going to solve our problems is money. That's it. Everybody else deals with money, but we're dealing with being included. We want to be accepted by them. We want to be in their school. We want to be in their businesses. We want to be. No. Asians got their own thing. Chinese got their own thing. Germans got their own thing. Italians got their own thing. You go to New York right now, there's a little Italy. New York has a Chinatown.
And always have, too. Wherever they
always had it.
They stick together.
Everybody got that. And nobody says nothing about it. Exactly. But soon as black people start to get together and do their own thing, here they come. Oh, there they go. Black people are racist. How the hell can Black people be racist? That is an impossibility.
Or anytime it's a large group of Black people, they never assume that anything positive going on. What are these hoodlums up to? These thugs.
I remember years ago when Muhammad Ali met with Dr. King. They had a private meeting, right? They come out the meeting. Here go all these reporters, white reporters. So, what did you guys talk about? Muhammad Ali said, we just talking like brothers talk. That's it. Just two brothers meeting. That's all. Just two guys talking. Because ain't none of your business what we talking about. So you're going to run back and tell everybody or have it all over the news. This is what Black people are planning. Because see, white folk that don't get it, a lot of white people understand. They understand what's happening. But a lot of white folk that don't get it, the good old boy network, the ones who wish they wish things were like they were, the MAGA hat wearing motherfuckers. Okay. They pretend as though they don't get it. Okay. They know what's happening. Yeah. They know what's going on. Okay. They feel it slipping away. This is why they're angry. They're going in places, shooting up places, and acting ignorant and doing this and that, and they're discontented because there's a real serious, and it's always been this way for a while. There's a serious white guilt thing that comes into play here. What is the white guilt complex? The guilt complex is if Black people ever get into power and get their own everything together and get their money together, are they going to do to us what we did to them? It's always in the back of their mind. And it frightens them. Okay, the question to them is, if you were in our shoes, what would you do? Like the old Indian proverb, never judge a man until you've walked a mile in his moccasins. If you've gone through what black people have gone through in this country for centuries, what would you do to get yourself together by any means necessary? Well, Arnisi says, someone told me today that since we had a black president, there should not be a first black anything anymore.
Wow.
I don't care really about first black Supreme Court justice is female, first black, first. I really don't care about none of that. We were first everything anyway.
They feel that way, but at the same time, they keep putting their name on everything we do, like a fucking haircut. Fuck out of here.
I don't understand. I don't understand them. You know, you don't want us around, but when we try to separate ourselves, you get mad. What's going on? They're all leaving. What's going on? Okay,
because it's like the thing that I always say, Alex. You know, when I talk about these females, it's the same with them. They like us, they hate us because they love us. You like us so much, you want to emulate us so much, and you hate that.
Right?
They hate that.
It's like, what kind of sense does it make to hate somebody, but you want to look like them? You want their melanin, you want the full lips, you want the big butts. You want the hips to the point where you risk life and limb to get a surgery to get this stuff, but you don't like us. Then you're wearing braids.
Is, you know how people always be like, you know, like if conversations come up, they be like, why does everything have to go back to race? Or it's 2024. Why is this still an issue? That's what I really want to know. Like at this point, I know you just said what they're scared of and everything like that. But it's like, when is enough gonna be enough though? Like for real.
When this whole fucking place just blow up, because the earth is purging itself at this point. There's a lot going on within the earth itself, because this is not nothing new. The earth has done this before. The problem is man has a God complex. Man want to play God until the real God shows up. These people building underground bunkers and carrying on. There've always been underground bunkers. Hitler died in an underground bunker. Okay, right. You're not getting away from the true vengeance that's coming for you because you just refuse to do right by people. You refuse to acknowledge the greatness of black people. This is why Napoleon shot the nose off the Sphinx. Shot the nose right off it. Jealous of the majesty of the Sphinx, because that's Egyptian. That's black beauty sitting in front of him. So he shot the nose off. And that nose is off to this day. This is how they behave.
My thing is with all these scientists and all these people, because you're speaking on the God complex, right? Well, all of these scientists doing all this research and shit like this, and y'all to keep digging under the ground and under the ground and under the ground. Like, where do y'all think y'all gonna go at the end of it? Like, you keep taking from the earth, but you're not giving nothing back. What do you expect?
What do you expect? And the
you
deeper
keep taking
they
from the earth, pushing this whole green lifestyle. But all y'all do to the earth is destroy it. And then the people that want to grow their own food, the people that want to cultivate the land, you doing all this shit to them to make it damn near impossible for us to do that.
All food over here is toxic. They made everything toxic, chemicals and all this stuff in the food, insecticides and sprays and you read some of these ingredients on the back of these food packs, you can't even read the ingredients. Citrorian phosphate and all kind of other. What the hell is that? You know, so they make everything toxic. Everything's
Right.
toxic.
Making vitamins so expensive. Like everything that's good for you is so expensive, and the shit that's gonna kill you is 1 cent.
Be- because the pharmaceutical industry has to make money. They have to have sick people over here. Other countries, like Canada, free healthcare in Canada. Now they pay a little bit more in taxes, but they got free healthcare. Other countries have free healthcare. Other countries have free
The
education.
doctors over there don't get paid unless you're healthy. Doctors over there don't get paid unless you're healthy. Over here, doctors only get paid unless you're sick.
If you're sick. And they make sure you stay sick. And they make sure you stay in debt. Okay.
Yeah.
Learn how to go to school and learn how to do this and learn how to do that. We're gonna charge you $100,000 for the privilege. Then you get out of school, can't find a job, but you still owe the money. Now interest is piling up on the money. Interest, late fees, because you can't pay it. Then you finally get a job and you're paying a little bit on it every month. And you'll be paying that for the rest of your life. It's a trap. Fuck these colleges and all that money.
Not to mention all the traps that they set up as far as like 401ks and all this shit, Social Security, retirement, making you think that you're going to get X amount when you get done slaving your life away. And then people that do make it to that point, which I know personally some, they don't even get what was promised to them.
Nothing. Not even close. You're talking about working your whole life, put money into a system that they spend money on for wars, so they can take trips, so they can live good. Because these people go in there as civil servants. But once they're in there, and they're in there with their...
I'm sorry. She said Obama was still paying student loans as the president. What?
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Let me ask you this,
but the
Alex,
point I was,
because we try to be
hold on.
Try to be solution based, but I feel like what would you think could be some solutions that we could do at this level? Because I feel like as far as the migrants, as far as what we're being forced to accept, what can we do on this level as some solutions?
Well, let me just say that a lot of politicians go into offices as civil servants and they quickly transform into self-servants. I'll say that. All right.
Said that before, yeah.
Now, right. Now, what we can do, because for me, this is always an underhanded attack on Black people. We're always the targets.
I believe that.
We're always the targets. They just got to find strategic ways to show people, well, it's not about Black people. They're being paranoid. Then you find out years later what they were doing behind the scenes.
Right.
Blacking out documents and doing all these different kind of things that they do, and all the trickery that goes on behind the scenes. Black people are always the targets. Think about the Tuskegee experiments and things like that. We're always the targets. The welfare system.
And that's so fucked up, because not only do we be the targets, they test everything on us too. Yeah.
That's why
Anisi was talking the other day, like all the drugs that are today illegal narcotics was just passed over the pharmacy counter or in foods and drinks and things like that. Now they're illegal because why? Because Black people was making money, or that you put it in their community to destroy the community. The majority of medicine and healthcare information came from testing on Black bodies. It's like, what more can you take from us? And why are we not putting our foot down, not allowing it to happen?
Well, because we're not in positions of power yet. But because of this great paradigm shift that's taking place, a lot of powers can sense that. That's why you have this big exposing year in business and in entertainment. That's why a lot of people are falling. because this is the year of exposure. Okay, you can't hide forever under your bullshit. You got to weed out and expose and get rid of all the toxic devils that's been destroying this planet and destroying people since the day they came here.
What's up, my
Black and white. Black and white. Because the same white folk
and kinfolk.
Yeah, the same white folk that taught these black folk to screw over their own people. Okay? Because if you screw over your own people, we love you. You down with us. So you screw over your own people, and then they turn around and screw you. Okay? So they kill two birds with one stone, and they're very patient with this bullshit. And we keep falling for it. The only thing that's going to help black people at this point is a strong economic unified base. That's it, because everybody else has it. Every other group has it.
And I was waiting for you to say that, Alex, because that's why I played that video in the beginning. Because, like you said, we're strong black people are not in leadership yet, but they keep giving us these false leaders, you know, pushing the jewelry, the clothes, the fucking all day, every day. Like, our priorities is so fucked up, which is why I feel like the priorities need to switch quick. Hey, Money Taya. Like
the priorities have to be pooling resources, buying land, starting businesses, supporting businesses, all that. Get back to traditional families.
Before we can even get to that, Alex, though, we need to start respecting each other. We need to start giving a fuck about ourselves so that we can give a fuck about each other. Ain't no way we can do business with each other if we don't trust each other. Ain't no way we can do business with each other if we don't care about each other. Ain't no way we can do business with each other if we, you know what I'm saying? We don't even put in time to understand each other. There's so much hatred and jealousy amongst ourselves that we got to get rid of before we can even start doing the business. Because that's the major reason why black people don't do business with other black people. Too worried about them passing each other up.
And that's because and you know, listen, we've had this discussion. We're so damaged as a people. And I think we're approaching the curve. We haven't turned the curve yet. We're approaching the curve because a lot of us are starting to wake up a little bit. Okay, and realize what is it going to take to solve these issues. Let me tell you something about the United States Census. The United States Census goes around and counts.
Hold on. Wait. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I was just finna say, hold on, because like I was talking about support, and before you got into that, I just wanted to say it's a lot of people right here in the chat right now that's on what we talking about. We gotta support each other. These content creators that's in here, y'all gotta support each other. So that the curve here, we gotta keep it. We got to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe to all these content creators that's in here. Money Taya, Mouthpiece, Queen's Cave, Mac, Hankin, King Miller, Max, Third Ward just entered the building. Make sure y'all are subscribed to people who have like minds so that we can keep that shit going. Go ahead, Alex. My bad. I just wanted to get that in there.
I was going to talk about the census. United States, they take a census every year and so forth. There's about 307, let's say, just round it off, there's about 370 million people in the United States.
Yeah, because I don't never open my door to
370 370 million people. What's up, Third War Colombian? So we have black people at this point who are not just multi-millionaires, but billionaires. Okay. So of the 370 million people in the US, we're supposed to be what, 13% of the population over here, supposedly? So let's say out of 370 million people, 50 million are black people. Okay, black families. Okay. If we just get our top wealthiest black millionaires and billionaires to put a fund together to train black families, to teach them how to invest money, to get them a head start in housing and land and things of that nature. If they just did that, that would solve all this bullshit. But they're afraid to do that because they know that if they do that, their powerful white counterparts are going to attack them and try to stop them, because we are the consumers. We are the ones that make the world go round. Everybody follows black trends, black culture. That's why you got the term culture vultures.
Exactly.
They follow black fashion, black trends, the way black people walk, our music, everything, making all kind of money off us. So you think they're going to have people
try to be them,
right? But you think they're going to let it go and say, "Listen, black people want to go and do their own thing. Oh, just let them go and do their own thing. We'll be fine." You know, they're not. That's billions of dollars walking out the door.
Mm-hmm.
They will start to take people's lives if they start seeing that walk out the door, because they don't have the talents we have. They don't have the abilities we have. They don't even have the
strength we have. They definitely don't have the strength we have. Period. They don't even have what we have molecularly in our bodies.
Yep. And that's what I mean by the melanin and our chemical makeup and our structure and things like that. The things that we have naturally, our prowess, right, our athletic ability, our strength, you know, it's just a huge fear thing. If black people start taking their dollars away, this is what got Dr. King killed. Dr. King started talking about boycotting Christmas and taking the dollars away. As long as he was marching up, as long as he was talking about marching up and down the damn street, they didn't like it, but they're like, listen, let him do that. Let him do the no violence thing. Let him do that. But later in his life, it's hard to say later because the man was, 38 when he was assassinated? Still a young man, okay? But as he started to mature, he started to say, listen, I've integrated my people.
He was tired of being a puppet for them.
He said, I integrated my people into a burning house. He started changing his views. This is what he told Harry Belafonte.
Exactly. Yep.
So as he started changing his views,
speeches, they don't play. They don't play those speeches.
No. Why would they play those speeches? They wouldn't play those speeches. When he talking about taking them, he's talking about taking the black dollar away, boycotting Christmas. Yeah. Don't go to their restaurants. Don't go. You know, we fought for the right to go sit at a white lunch counter so they could spit in our food and serve it to us.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. And then we fought to stop doing that. We fought for them to stop doing it to us, and we turn right around and do it to each other. Whether it be on these social media apps, whether it be on television, whether it be in the industry, we literally spit in each other's faces every day, but sit around and complain about shit. But we don't treat each other like shit.
Let me tell you something. I had a pitch deck done earlier this year. Pitch deck is something you make for entertainment presentation, whether it's a movie, music endeavor, whatever. So I had a pitch deck professionally done. Young lady prepared it for me, black young lady prepared it for me. And when we were talking about the prices, I said, well, just send me. I said, just send me whatever you need to pay, whatever I need to pay, and blah, blah. And she was like, is such and such all right with you? Is that price okay with you? You know what I said to her? I said, your price is your price.
I know what you're saying. Let me tell him what you're saying, because
what?
You know, we've been down this lane. You said your price is your price.
That's it. That's it. We got to get out of the habit
we
of
gotta stop being scared, because I know how she felt. You feel scared to even tell your people your price, because you don't want them to not support you and just go to the white man and pay him whatever he wants.
Because we've always done that with no problem. We don't try to go. Right. You're going to Macy's. You don't negotiate them down. You pay whatever you want to pay.
Right.
You go to Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills. You pay whatever they charging you. You don't ask no questions. But when it comes to us, you be like, 500. Yo, man, I'll give you 350. We got to go through all this.
Right.
No, the price is the price. Either you pay that or go somewhere else.
Right.
And you know, when I said that to her,
you got to know your worth too. You got to stand on that. I'm learning that now in business, but it's like, damn, you fighting a never ending fight.
If it seems never ending, I think we're getting better. Slowly, very slowly. Okay? Because look at all you people in chat. All the support in the chat, and we support them.
Yeah.
That's all we can do. Every little bit helps.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the Spot just came in here. Make sure you guys are subscribed to her. And make sure y'all tune in with me On the Spot for the Black Dollar Coalition, because that's what we own. That's what we own around here.
On the Spot, that's my girl there. We about to elope. I don't know if she told y'all yet, but we about to elope.
Oh, wow.
On the Spot. Yeah. But
well, On the Spot other name, aka, is I am the single one. So I'm not sure about that. I'm not so sure about that. But Black people, we gotta start sticking together. We gotta start supporting. We gotta get this fuckery gone out of our system. Like, yes, it's gonna be people that's still on that. Y'all gotta walk away from them and leave them behind, because everybody ain't meant to go.
And you know what, E? When I told the young lady that prepared my pitch deck, when I said to her, your price is your price. She got quiet for a moment, and then she said, my price is my price. Wow. Like she never heard that before.
Yeah, it's hard. I'm telling you, well, you dealt with me on that level. It's hard. You be willing, especially when you just start your business, you just want to get it off the ground. All these people around you that tell you they're going to support you, when it's time to support, where the fuck do they be? Where do they be? Nowhere to be found. So when you do get moving, you be scared to give the people the price, because you just want to get your business off the ground. But you have to you got to stay on ground, because just like you said, Walmart ain't finna change no price for you. Shit, when they give you a price and tell you it's a fucking discount, they a fucking lie. They put the price up and made you think the regular price was the clearance. No.
Yeah, come get 2 for 1. And they raised the price on 1.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's old sales tricks and stuff like that. But we have to stop trying to talk each other down off our prices. We gotta be more professional in our businesses. Everything is not about yo bro, yo sis. Be a professional. Treat me like a customer. Treat me like a client. Okay. We're not friends. Yeah, we the same skin color, same ethnic group, whatever, but we're not friends. Treat me like you would treat any other customer or client. I don't want you around me cussing and carrying on, and I'm supposed to be a customer. Be respectful. Right. You know what I mean? And these are the things that we have to learn in Black business as we move forward. But it's going to take a strong, powerful economic push to get us to round that corner, get us to turn that corner.
And we can do it. We do everything else. We damn sure can do that.
Because I don't care who's in office. They're not going to fix our problem for us.
Hell no.
They're not. They never have. When has any president in the history fixed black issues or made them worse.
Exactly.
So I'm not telling nobody not to vote. You vote. We need black politicians. We need black men, black women to be politicians. Get in positions of power. We need that, but that's one fight. That's only one fight. We got to get this financial front together. That's what we lose.
We absolutely do. So again, make sure you tune in Wednesdays at 1 p.m. for the Black Dollar Coalition. I promise you, you will get something out of it because I am already. So make sure y'all tune into the Black Dollar Coalition. Like, we got to start playing the game like they play the game. And we have to start respecting each other. That's why they tore us apart in the first place, because we did love each other. We did protect each other. We did respect each other. Most of the beefs and the arguments that goes on now be over the dumbest shit I ever heard.
And I'm gonna say
with this person because they stepped on your shoe in 1972. You don't like this person because they took your boyfriend and that wasn't your husband anyway. You mad because this person had the same hairstyle as you. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
And a lot of times it be family. Families haven't talked for years over some dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know. Let me say this, E, before we get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to say to everybody, we thank you for being in the chat tonight with me and E.
Yeah, we appreciate
we're not financial advisors. I can't tell people what to do with their money, but I would suggest this. That's my disclaimer. I can't tell you what to do. I just tell you what I do. I'm not a financial advisor. None of that. I'm not an accountant. None of that. Do your own due diligence, your own research before investing.
That's why you got to watch
anywhere.
the Black Dollar Coalition, because we do have financial advisors that will be there.
Yes. And I will tell you this one powerful thing, what I wanted to get to, E, for everybody.
Uh-huh.
Start to change your mind from a consumer mindset to an investor mindset. And what I mean by that is stop buying shit you don't need to look like you got more than you actually have. Use that money for a better purpose. Okay?
He said, stop flogging out here.
You need to have money for emergency funds. You got to have money set aside to start businesses or to invest. Okay? You only need one pair. If you want to buy a pair of Air Jordans, you need one pair, not a closet full. That's ridiculous.
Most of these people nowadays, they're not even wearing them. They just collecting them. So what is
just
the
collect
point?
them.
Now,
if you already
what you want to do, but don't then complain because you mad because you've been doing stupid shit.
If you're already a wealthy person and you collect sneakers, fine, you're already rich. But if you're a middle class person or worse, even a poor person, and you collecting sneakers, you got to stop. You got to take that money and use it for better purpose.
We talked about it in the beginning of the episode. I told him we talked about it in the beginning of the episode. Hit that replay, y'all.
Oh, you want to get my thoughts on the eclipse today? Yeah, we talked about that. But yeah, that's my last thought as we get out of here. Start to change your mindset.
Yeah.
Because the best way to change things is to change the way you're thinking. Your mind is powerful. We don't need everything
that a man thinks, so as he is.
That's it. We don't need everything we think we need. Think about how much money you waste during the course of a month or a week. That could have been better served someplace else.
Yeah. And then you turn around and you see all this time that's been wasted. What's up, sis? All this time had been wasted. Meanwhile, the only recourse y'all have is to just sit around and complain. Nah, we got to start putting things into action, which starts with, just like Alex said, you got to put it in your mind first. Somebody just told me, I forget who I was talking to, but they basically was saying to form a habit, it takes 3 weeks.
Right.
Most of the time, you can't stay consistent with something because you haven't put it in your mind first. You got to put it in your mind first. I have to start doing that. I'm not just telling y'all stuff that I've mastered yet. I'm working on it too. We all got work to do.
All got work to do. But you can believe it in your mind first. You can see it in your mind. You can see the picture in your mind. This is where I want to be living in the next 3 years. This is how much money I want to have. Because the only thing that can really stop you is you. Yeah, the country gonna have little tricks and everything. They see black people trying to come up, they're gonna throw
ding dong.
Yeah. They're gonna throw little curveballs at us and try to change laws and they've been doing that forever. And we still here. They haven't figured out yet. We're not going anywhere. Yeah. We got to stop falling for the BS. You know, in the entertainment industry, they've told black actors and actresses and producers for years, black pictures don't do well overseas. Black stars don't do well overseas. That is the biggest bunch of bullshit I ever heard in my life. And they had the black entertainers in the US believing that bullshit.
Yeah.
Fred Williamson, former football player turned actor turned action star, made a fortune overseas, much more than he made here.
Yeah.
Okay. Rap music
People trying to
is
keep
the
up with the
number
online
one
versions of the Jones. Cynical one. That part right there. Be trying to keep up with people that you don't even know is pretending for the shit.
Rap music is the number one entertainment export on the planet. Everywhere you go, they trying to rap in their language. But nobody accepting black shit overseas. You know who pushing that fucking propaganda and that bullshit. And they get us to believe it. And we only want to help each other because we believe black shit don't do well overseas. It'll do better overseas than it'll do here.
That's a fact. Shit, when Destiny's Child broke up, nobody over here was really messing with Kelly Rowland like that. I love Kelly Rowland. She still did amazingly overseas. Amazingly. Maya. So many. The list goes on.
The list goes on and on. Goes on and on. You know what? You know why, E? Because the majority of the globe, they love us. That's true. But the majority of the globe are people of color. So if that's the case, why do you believe people don't want to see you in their country? People don't want to see you, but yet you go to these other countries. You go to Japan, they over there rapping in Japanese.
I wasn't ready for that shit. Wait, Alex, what they say?
Let me do it again. You go over to Japan, they over there rapping. Chicken nugget, chicken nugget, chicken nugget, chicken nugget, chicken nugget.
Oh my God. Look at Anisi talking about them my cousins.
Japanese people, please don't hate me. I'm sorry. I'm just joking around, but you get the point. To our Japanese family, please don't be mad at me. I'm just joking, but you get the point.
Oh shit.
But E, you got.
Oh my God! He said this nigga about to get. What did he say? This nigga about to get us bombed again.
Who said that, Matt?
Oh my God! I was not ready for that, y'all.
Oh my God!
Yeah, hold on.
Pearl Harbor 2 on Alex.
But y'all, we gotta start loving each other. We can do this all the time. Y'all know I'm always down for a good laugh. We gotta start enjoying each other, supporting each other, respecting each other, and caring, y'all. We got to.
Yeah.
We got all the sources within each other. Well, one person don't know, the next person know. And if we make a team, can't nobody stop us. I'm sick of seeing everywhere I turn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, reality TV show. I'm tired of seeing us at each other necks and not on the people necks we supposed to be on. I'm sick of seeing that shit.
Yeah. Change things one person at a time, one black business at a time, one black entrepreneur at a time, one at a time. That's all it's going to take.
And if you
because
can't
that
change
becomes
the people you around, change the people you around, motherfuckers.
Yeah, that. Oh wow, you need to say that again.
If you can't change the people you around, change the people you around, motherfuckers.
Lord. You didn't say that the first time.
Yes, I did.
You did. That's powerful. That's powerful. You know. So hopefully we said something tonight to wake some people up, you know, to encourage some people, change some minds, change some forethought. And listen, Wednesdays, you would own the spot. Everybody tune in. Say it again. E, what's the show?
Yeah, Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or on the replay, because you can always watch them back. Tune in to Black Dollar Coalition. We got tips, tricks of the trade. We're going to have financial advisors on there. We're going to have financial advisors from all aspects, whether it be real estate, insurances of different kinds, budgeting, credit. We are talking about it. We are helping. We are giving tips, and we also will be having Q&A episodes as well. We're here to help. We're not here to take nothing from you. In the galaxy, we're here to have fun. We're here to talk real shit, and we're here to support. That's what the galaxy is for. The dumb shit,
you know what else?
Don't bring it over here.
And this is not about hating any other group of people.
Yeah,
it's not about that. It's about encouraging and helping us and our own.
Yeah.
We don't hate nobody over here. It's not about that. Because people that take the podcast, take the show, you know, they'll twist it.
Yeah.
You know, but that's fine. Let them do what they want. That's what they've always done. Division, divide and conquer.
Just come over here and check it out for yourselves.
That's it.
And y'all see what we on.
That's it. So
again, make sure that you guys check the description, because y'all always know whoever I'm on here with, their links are in the description. Alex's link to his channel is in the description, and his link to his Etsy store. Go over there and support our Black comic author. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
And that goes into what we said as we get out of here. I just want to say, I really do respect what you did with your comic, you know, showing a Black action hero, because like you said, everything starts in the mind. Our babies need to see Black heroes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if it starts with a comic, then so be it. But
that's it.
Go support y'all, because anybody that supports us, we support you right back. Speaking of support, make sure you hit that like button. Please be sure that you are subscribed. Put that bell on, because I'll be popping up whenever I want to.
That's true.
This is probably the only constant thing over here. Old school versus new school. Except for the new stuff that's coming. You know, we got things over there, members only. But yeah, like, it starts with one. Just support each other, love each other more.
That's it.
That's all I got to say for today.
Everybody have a great week. Have an awesome and productive week.
Yeah. We love y'all. We'll see y'all next time. Welcome to my galaxy. Welcome to my galaxy. This is EsessionByEnicole. You can always call me E, but don't never call me Nicole. Your presence is appreciated. Please be sure to hit that like button and that subscribe. It's always a vibe. In my galaxy.
Hey, it's Sean Dufresne from Ready to Love, and you are watching my girl, TheeEnicole.
Tasha Lyons telling you to tune into TheeEnicole.
This is Samson from Ready to Love, and you're tuned into TheeEnicole.
TheeEnicole.
It's Winter from Love American